Hey guys, it's Carnage6 back again with yet another review, and this time we have the Matrix Pulse Rifle Airsoft Gun. As you can see, the box is pretty plain. All you got is one little sticker up in the upper right hand corner, and that's about it. But this thing, when I saw it on eBay, it excited me so much. And if you can tell from the picture, you'll know, and if you're a sci-fi fan, you'll know what this actually is. This is an Aliens pulse rifle. So why am I so excited? Well, let me tell you, Aliens is one of my most favorite movies in the entire world. And I've always been looking for a 1-to-1 scale prop replica of the pulse rifle from Aliens. I've always been looking, and I've never found one that's even remotely affordable. And when I saw this on eBay, I had to snatch it up right away. Okay, let me tell you a bit about me looking for one of these. Now, I've seen pulse rifles before. I've seen replica pulse rifles before, and they've always been insanely expensive. I've seen ones that were just resin, just painted, and they've gone for like over $500. And I've also seen ones that are top of the line. They have metal parts, they have the counter from the movie and it actually works, they have sound effects, and those things push $1,000. What made me so incredibly excited about this one is that I got this one for about $300 to $350. On top of that, it is an actual functioning airsoft gun. Now, I'm not big into airsoft. I gotta admit, I just bought it because it was an Aliens pulse rifle, but if you are into airsoft, that's an added bonus. Not only that, but, well, you know, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let's take a look at this thing, and then maybe I can explain why this thing is so cool. Now, after opening the box, you can see how amazingly cool this thing actually looks. You have the actual gun, the pulse rifle. Up in the upper right-hand corner, we get a magazine for the ammunition. We get a little bit of ammunition. Again, I don't care about shooting it, so that's not a big deal for me, but if you're an airsoft fan, obviously you need that kind of thing. This thing down here, the green thing, is a battery for the electronics, which is probably one of the coolest things about this gun. And we also have the plug, which, who cares? But you need it, of course, to charge the battery. So now I'm going to tell you why I'm so incredibly excited about this gun. And that is, again, I've come across ones that just paled in comparison to this one, and they've been over $1,000. Again, I say this I got for about $350. And, you know, if you're an Aliens fan, this is something that you just have to have in your collection. A 1-to-1 scale prop replica of the Aliens pulse rifle. So why don't I get this thing set up and we can take a look at it. Alright, so now that we have it out of the box, we can see how truly great it really is. Now, it's pretty accurate to the on-screen version. There's probably little nitpicks you can make about this not being right and that not being right, but technically this is a 1-to-1 scale prop replica, and it looks amazing. Now, this is really made very well. It's got plastic parts, but it has a lot of metal. This thing is really heavy. I'll see if I can kind of show you here. I don't know if I can, but it's really heavy. Like, it feels like a real gun here when you're holding it like that. Like, if you want to use this for, you know, alien cosplay or something, this is like the ultimate. Although I don't know if they let you in with a real airsoft gun, but hey, you could try it. So now I'm just going to show you some of the features that this gun has over normal prop replicas, which really, most of them don't do anything. Alright, now the first thing I'm going to show you is that this features kind of a cool touch to the prop used in the movie. And if you know the movie, you'll know that they had, not only did they have the gun part, which is here, that fires the standard shot, but they also had an explosive charge or grenade located here. And the cool thing about this is, well, this doesn't, in this gun, that does not function. There is no, like, grenade feature, really. But the cool thing is that when you pull it back, you can kind of see, like, there's, like, it looks like there's a grenade in there, just like in the movie. And then you pull it back, and then you're all loaded up with a grenade ready to fire. Again, it doesn't function in any way, but it's just cool to have it. It's a cool little touch, and I really like it. The next minor thing I'm going to show you is that it does actually feature the stock, which moves just like in the original movie. You can push this button here and it can extend, locks into place like so, and if you want to push it back, push the button again, whoops, and there you go. Again, another touch they didn't have to do, but they did it, and this thing is all metal, so it's, you know, it's really high quality. So now we come to probably the coolest feature on this gun out of all the features it has. And if you remember the movie, you'll know that it had an ammo counter here, which was an LED. Now the thing about most prop replicas is that it does not feature a working LCD counter, but this gun does, and because it's an airsoft gun, it actually does function. It works as a ammo counter. I think you can maybe put more than, I think it goes up to 95 just like the movie, but I think you can put more ammunition than that. So I think it just keeps cycling. It doesn't keep an accurate total of how much ammunition is actually in it. But it's just, again, a cool nod to the movie, and I'm really happy they did it. Now I'm going to try to show you how this works, but the way you have to open it is kind of hard, so I don't know if I can effectively show you. Anyway, here's where the magazine goes. As you can see, we're going to install this battery here. Now, there is a switch. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. So when we flip the switch, you can see that the counter goes on. It's on 0, right? Now, I'm going to plug this in for now. It is on 0. Now that tells you that there is no magazine loaded. Now here's your magazine. I'm going to try to do this on camera. I haven't been able to because this is kind of hard to do, but I'm going to try it. So we take this, we put the magazine in, and I hope you can see this. This is going to take a while to get just right. I can tell you that for sure. Okay. Okay, so after some fancy editing and deciding to turn off the light so you can actually see what the counter said, we're ready to go. Now I have the clip right here and I'm about to plug it in. See how it says 0? And as soon as you clip it in, it says 95, just like the original movie. That is an awesome touch. And you're ready to clip in your clip there, and now you're ready to kill some aliens. Okay, so supposedly the counter is supposed to count down every time you fire, but since I'm not firing any actual ammo from it, I tried it and it doesn't work, so you might actually have to have ammo in here for this thing to count down, because see, when I pull the trigger, see, it doesn't do anything. But as far as I'm aware of, it's supposed to be a functioning counter, so like I said, it just might be because I'm not using ammo, but I can't be sure. Alright guys, if you're a huge Alien fan just like me, and you've always wanted a 1-to-1 scale replica of the Alien's pulse rifle from the movie, I have to say that this, so far, when I'm taking into account the features that it has and the price, this is the one I would tell you to buy. I've seen them for around $300 to $350, and that is an amazing price. As I've said before, I've come across some that are just basically resin. If you don't know, resin is like, you know, really brittle, and you know, it's not good quality. It can break very easily. I've come across ones that are just painted resin, and they've been over $500. That's a total ripoff compared to something like this. With this, you get actual metal parts, you get high quality construction, you get the little details like the grenade launcher and folding stock, you get the counter, the LCD counter here, which is fantastic. If you're an Aliens fan, that's the one thing you want to see on a piece like this. Oh, and on top of that, you also get a functioning airsoft gun. So if you're into airsoft, you know, I know nothing about airsoft, so I can't really say if this is a good airsoft gun or a bad airsoft gun. I never fired it with any ammo in it. I don't intend to. It's not my thing. Again, I just got it because it's a cool prop replica of one of my favorite movies. But if you are an airsoft guy, that's another reason to get this. So not only do you have all that stuff that I mentioned, plus a functioning airsoft gun, but you have the most highest quality replica alien gun pulse rifle that I have ever seen. Now, I know some people are probably going to come in here and say, oh no, look, this is wrong and this little bolt shouldn't be here, but to be honest, this looks close enough to the movie for me. I mean, I can't tell any difference from this one and the movie one. It looks pretty much spot on. So if you're thinking of buying one of those replicas, even the metal ones, the ones that have metal parts and have sound effects and stuff, you know, those go for between $800 to $1,000. I say invest in this one. You'll be much more happier. The weight of this gun, it actually feels like a real gun. You can tell it's high quality construction, metal parts, everything. So if you are a crazy nut alien fan like me, then you should definitely go and try to pick this thing up. Now, I do have a few nitpicks. Again, with the price, I can't really complain about too much, but I will complain about something just to make it interesting. The counter should work, you know, even when you're not firing any BBs. Again, I was told that it was a functioning counter that does work. I can't confirm that from my tests, but the counter should go down, and it doesn't go down when you pull the trigger. The other thing is, of course, I don't like the orange barrel on the front, but that is US safety policy, so you have to have that. So I would remove those if you can, or paint them. Other than that, this, in my opinion, is a perfect prop replica of the Aliens pulse rifle. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my review, and if you're a serious Alien fan, then run out and get this right away. Alright, and I'll see ya.